The news summary, good evening. This afternoon, the President of the Supreme Court, Ronnie Govindan, said that after several considerations, this arms case against Mukesh and Laura Balabji, Leslie Benoiton, Leopold Payet, and Frank Marie is to resume tomorrow. During yesterday's session, one of the Balabji's lawyer had requested that this case be adjourned because of the delay in payments, which according to him is due to the obstacle put in place by the Anti-Corruption Commission. Lawyer Varun Zaiwala of Zaiwala & Co., based in London, appeared before the Supreme Court through a video link to make the request on behalf of his clients, the Balabji couple. 7 countries from the Western Indian Ocean region have met to discuss and identify sustainable ways to boost the surveillance of their ocean territories against migrants entering by boats. They were joined by both local and international organizations who are helping to design an intervention plan if ever migrants crosses their respective territories. This project is being sponsored by the European Union and the Indian Ocean Commission.
The fear that we have, it's because right now this happens a lot in the area of the Mayotte Comoros Islands, and on a daily basis there's people that's drowning at sea there. And we understand the issues that's there. We're trying to step up the patrols there to be able to intercept this. But now we're noticing an increase in migration from Sri Lanka through to the La Réunion Islands, because they would like to be able to have access to Europe, because La Réunion being part of France. The concerns that we have is these vessels that are heavily laden with passengers, 70 odd plus passengers in a small fishing vessel that should only hold about 10 to 12 people, is coming down our way, going through the Seychelles waters, the Mauritian waters, to be able to get to La Réunion. So what happens if it turns into a search and rescue? Or what happens if their engines break down and then they end up on some of the island states that comes under our jurisdiction, like Seychelles, Mauritius, all those places. And now these smaller countries will get an influx of illegal migrants and will be stuck with them. So the idea of this conference is to try and find a unified approach to the issue of illegal migration and how the island states and all the Mazi countries that are here will react to it, and how the international community can help us.
The National Assembly has approved a motion that calls civil servants, agencies, civil society, and the public in general to continue to review their approach to try and achieve better results for the country and its people. The motion was proposed by MNA for Grand Asmae, Wyvern William. Mr. William said it was rather disturbing that things are not being conducted properly at district level. The motion comes at an appropriate time, as the President noted himself that those issues impacting negatively on the public service need to be addressed. He added that officials can no longer continue to find excuses when members of the public seek solutions to their problems. All LDS MNAs voted in favor of the motion, whilst the US MNAs abstained. The Tourism Department have officially launched their second edition of the L'Hospitalité Award. It's expected to be done in September this year. Compared to last year, this year, 2 categories have been introduced. The schools and the public can now nominate any business. This announcement was made at a press conference.
This year, we have introduced an award category for the school clubs, which the ceremony will take place in the Tourism Festival in September. And for schools to be able to be eligible for this award, they have to participate in several competitions that we have launched, such as the culinary competition, table setting. They all have to do a project, for example, participate in our quiz, and we even also have 2 guiding competition as well. And the judging for these competitions will start as of next week. And our Hospitality Award also is well on schedule for the second edition in September. New on the program for the award ceremony this year is the public nomination. Last year, we invited public to vote for their best tourism employee. This year, we will have a different public nomination opportunity. What we are asking the public to nominate this year is if there is any particular business or service which has made an impression on them. It doesn't have to be a tourism business. It can be any service they've experienced lately, from a farmer to a shopkeeper to a bank, perhaps. Any of the service which has really made an impression for them to nominate via our social media pages, the Hospitality social media pages. We will only be taking nomination via the social media pages.
The Beauvalon Promenade is the name of the new project that the government is expected to start in September. This is a project to build about 40 kiosks that will offer different services such as food, beverages, children's activities, amongst others. The aim of the project is to provide a place of leisure and relaxation for families and the public. The project is being financed by Lax Mumbai, and they will be the one who will be undertaking the project. The cost is estimated at around 10 to 15 million rupees, and the expression of interest will be launched by the end of this month.
There will be around 10 food kiosks on the site. 4 will be large kiosks where the vendors will be able to undertake live cooking, and the 6 smaller kiosks will be designated to vendors that will have to do most of their cooking off-site, and they would be able to sell the food on-site. We have also made provision for beverage kiosks for those who would like to sell cocktails, mocktails. So there would be areas designated for them. We have made provision for excursion kiosks as well to be included in the project. Not to mention, and this is very important for us, the artisanal kiosks. The craft vendors have been on site for quite some time, even whilst the different plans and different other elements of work were being undertaken on site. The craft vendors have always been on site with their tents, bringing them in the morning and leaving in the evening. So we're happy that we'll be able to make provision for permanent kiosks for them, where they'll be able to just bring whatever it is that they need for the day, and then they'll be able to lock up their kiosks and leave.
A new Hindu temple situated at Unionville has been consecrated by His Highness Param Puja Mamat Swami. 5 gods to whom sacrifices are made have been placed in the temple. About 30 men considered as saints in the Hindu faith led the prayer sessions. President Weber Ramkalawan, Vice President Ahmed Afif, designated Minister Jean-François Ferrari, Minister Devika Vidot, and representatives of SIFCO were amongst the invitees to the ceremony. The Autism Seychelles Association has reacted on the audio recording of a head teacher making a demeaning comparison to children with autism. In the audio recording, which is being circulated on social media, the head teacher is comparing a student in a photograph as one with the autism spectrum disorder, or ASD. The Autism Association says since 2012 it has been educating people that those with ASD are equal to everyone.
It's not okay to be saying such things, to be referring to people on the spectrum in this manner, to dehumanize people on the spectrum, because not reacting, not sending a message, is also sending a message. We are, in a sense, condoning what was said. So we felt it was necessary to react, to issue a communique, to say, to reinforce the message that we've been sending all along, that it's not okay. It's not okay because people on the spectrum are equals. They are different, yes, but they are not less. So it is important for the Autism Association to come out and say that it's not okay. You know, words matter. People don't realize often that words matter.
That's it for the news summary. We'll be back at 8 with the Creole News Bulletin. Bye for now.